Hello friends, it is 2020, the new year and a new decade, a new me, and you know what that means? It's time for a new bullet journal video. I've been bullet journaling for a few years and I have finally got a system down. It actually makes me want to journal rather than feeling perpetually stressed that it's not cute or super organized or just like good. Cute studygrams, you're the real inspo, but I'm also like, how? Anyway, let's get right into the journaling. The materials that I'm using. For the journal, I'll be using this Muji A5 dotted notebook. I really like the size and the dot grid, but I don't think they sell this at Muji anymore, so that's unfortunate. I got it a couple years ago when I had my previous journal, which is a 2017 journal, and I bought two at the time because I really like the journal. For pens and writing materials, I have a bunch of Muji .38 and .5 gel pens in various colors. The .38 is probably my favorite and go-to pen, but they don't have them in all of the colors, so the colorful ones are .5. I also use zebra mild liners for highlighters and a calligraphy pen to make it really cute. This one is a Tombow hard brush, which is my preferred calligraphy pen. Additional supplies that I use to make it cute later include photos that I printed from Pinterest, washi tape, sticky notes, and this Tombow mono permanent adhesive tape, which is really just like regular tape. You really don't need all of these supplies, but I would highly recommend using a solid notebook because you're gonna be using this for the rest of the year, hopefully, and you don't want something that will crumble. So would invest in a good notebook, and then, I don't know, you can use any pens, honestly. First and foremost, I'm gonna write my contact information on a sticky note in case the notebook gets lost. It likely won't, but better safe than sorry, and it's a cute token. I actually tried using this journal in 2018, but didn't keep up with it at all, so we're just going to ignore these pages. And starting here is the blank spaces of my 2020 journal. This next part that I'm going to work on is the yearly overview. I split it into 3 panels over a 2-page spread, which is a calendar of all the upcoming events and plans that I have for 2020. I'm gonna write down all of the months and their dates and then move on with it. Yes, I know, I spelled February wrong and there's no going back, but we continue because it's not going to be a perfect journal and anyway. Next spread is going to be a page for my 2020 goals. I'm going to split it into general goals, work goals, and then other personal goals. I already made a similar spread in the 2019 bullet journal, but I wanted to highlight the things that I'm really focusing on. Underneath, I'm gonna make a YouTube calendar to keep myself accountable. One of my big goals for 2020 is to post a video every single week. So I'm writing down all of the Sundays of the week for the next year and then leave space for me to write down title ideas or just general ideas for what to post for that respective date. Next is my main journaling segment and the part that makes me want to keep journaling and continue journaling at all. So I started using the self journal a couple months ago over the summer and I really like the system, but there were some parts of it that I didn't like that much, which is why I decided to convert back to my bullet journal and just copy the things that I do like about the self journal into my bullet journal. So the main thing about the self journal is that you have 3 main goals split over a 13-week journey. I already put down my first goal goal and I started working on it a little bit, which is somewhat health related. So I'm just gonna focus on goal number 2 and goal number 3 in this bullet journal video. Goal number 2 is for me to make consistent content. And then first you have 3 big progress goals, or like goals to help achieve this main goal. And then afterwards, you have actions and tasks for each progress goal. So you split up each goal into 3 more goals. So you have like 12 goals, I guess you can say, or 3 goals with, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but you know what I mean. You do this for each goal. So I did this for consistent content as well as my second goal, which is live consciously and happily. So I'm hoping to post a video every week, 1 to 2 blog posts per week, 3 to 6 Instagram posts a week, and then all those things to help me achieve those goals, as well as to live consciously and happy, be present, check in / journal, and self-care. So, because the self-journal has split up the big goal into 13-week goals, I'm splitting these main goals into 14-week sections, and right now I'm just writing down all of the weeks. And then going back to week 1 and 2, and then going through my weekly spread. For my weekly spread, I first have my top 3 main goals, and then underneath I have my habits, my goal for each habit, so how many times I want to do the said habit, and then the days of the week as well as the total. For week 1 in my habits, I decided to write down BBG, hopefully to do that 3 times, run 2 times, morning pages 3 times, and meditate 5 times. Underneath, I'll put a space for happiest events or things during the week that made me really happy. Underneath is more space for some wins and grows, or things that went well during the week, things that didn't go well, and what I can work on. All the way on the bottom, I have all the days of the week where I can put any events or plans that I have. I'm planning on doing this for every single weekly spread and changing up the habits as I go, but this is the main structure of it. I'm only gonna do week 1 and week 2 because I feel like spending some time to fill in all of this on the Sundays of each week is kind of refreshing. It's like dedicating time for me to journal. Now, onto my daily spreads. So I have my Pinterest pictures that I printed out and am sticking throughout these pages. Just printed a couple of photos and I'm just sticking them randomly or how I feel it would look nice for a couple of pages, and then when I run out of pictures I'll just print more. But yeah, here's a couple of pages of photos. Then finally, my daily thing that is honestly the main thing for my bullet journal aside from the extras. So I'm writing down the day of the week, and then underneath I'll write down the date as well as the day of the week in Korean. Underneath I'll have my 3 main tasks or things that I really want to accomplish that day, and then below those 3 tasks I have more miscellaneous tasks that I will fill out. Since it is not December 30th yet, I'm just leaving spaces for you to see. On the side, I'm leaving a space for my morning gratitude. Normally underneath, I would put 3 things that I'm grateful for that morning. I'm planning on writing wins and grows, so things that went well, didn't go well, things I can work on, as well as 3 more things that I'm grateful for. So the big things about the daily spread is that there's 3 main tasks, morning and night gratitude, as well as wins and grows. That is it for my bullet journal video. Okay, wait, hold on. That is mostly it for my bullet journal, except there's more, obviously. In the back of my journal, I wanted to leave a few pages where I could just write inspiration for future video or blog posts or Instagram ideas. So I'm writing down video ideas and then I'm splitting it up into different sections or categories of ideas and jotting things down. Same goes for blog ideas and Instagram ideas, although I haven't filled it out yet. This is something new to my journal, but I think it would be good to just have space in the back for me to fill out and jot down random things that I could easily refer back to. Before, I would have pages of ideas randomly throughout my journal, but then it felt disorganized and I would always forget that they existed, and then I would end up never doing those said ideas. So now I'm moving all of that towards the back, and as this continues to fill up, I can just move backwards. Continue filling out ideas backwards. That works, right? And that is my bullet journal. And let's do a small little flip through from the beginning. I have my contact info, then the calendar spreads, 2020 goals, as well as my YouTube calendar, my general goals, weekly spreads or weekly goals, and finally daily to-dos. Woot woot! And that is my bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully it's a little bit helpful for setting up your own bullet journal. Finally, I have this system that I really like and I really wanted to share it with you. So yeah, thanks for watching and Happy New Year's!